Well, one guy who doesn't want to talk about the trade deadline, and we're not
Yeah.
going to ask him about this because he already said he doesn't want to talk about it. Is Dennis Schröder joining us on
Okay,
the
cool.
road? Dennis, where you at, man?
Hi.
What's up, guys? Getting a massage right now.
Oh
Wow.
yo, dude, you've called us from the weirdest places, man. The team bus,
I know.
the lobby of a hotel, the shoot at Puma twice. I think you called us from Puma, and now you get a massage. Who's giving the massage?
So I gotta get my body right. So we
Yeah.
got a good or important game tomorrow. So I gotta get ready.
Okay. All right. Well, you guys are on this road trip, right? You guys in Houston, going to OKC over the weekend, going to New Orleans, then going to Charlotte, and then finally coming home to Toronto. And on the subject of road trip, I never asked you, but what are your top 5 road cities in the NBA?
Top 5 world cities: Phoenix,
I don't know.
Miami,
Just go over there.
Toronto.
Just
When
happen
I
to
didn't
be in
play
the
here.
area.
Back in the day, I loved San Francisco, but not in my top 5 no more. LA and Atlanta.
Why I can guess some things about some of those places, and obviously there are some of those places that everyone knows are good road cities. Why Phoenix at the top? What do you love about Phoenix?
I mean, it's hot, first of all. Always when we go to Phoenix, I take wifey with me, family with me. We had spent a time there this past summer, and it was great. So, I mean, that's probably the reason why.
Got you.
What is going on there? We got emoji bubbles popping up on the screen.
Where?
Oh, nothing. Just a thumbs down emoji popped up on the screen.
No, it's okay. We got to roll with it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yo, so one thing
Who
with
did that? Me? No,
I don't
didn't
know.
do that.
Yeah, maybe it was on our end. Our bad if that's the case. So one thing everyone talks about is when you guys get on the road, you guys get to hang out a lot more together, right? Because when you're at home, everyone's got their own commitments. You got family, friends, whatever. When you're on the road, you have to spend more time with your teammates. So I wanted to know if you've learned some new things about some of your newer teammates. And I wanted to know things that are off the court. Because honestly, a lot of these guys, we need to get to know them better ourselves. So I want to ask you one thing you've learned off the court about some of these new players. Jordan Nwora, we'll start with him because he's been balling recently.
Yeah, he's been balling. He's getting a massage right now too, getting ready.
That's
He's
a
right
great
next
fact.
to me.
Put him on. Let him make his show debut.
It's another guy who plays Boué
Okay.
Nice.
card game.
Nice,
So we
nice.
got another guy on the plane who plays. I mean, Bruce is another guy who played Boué. He played cards. Came to the room as well. And played. I think it's a good team chemistry thing when everybody, gets together. We talk about basketball, watch the games, play cards, and I'm taking their money. I think as always, I'm playing. I think it's always great to, just come and spend time together. When you always on the road, and I mean, we get to see each other more than our families most of the time, and we might as well, make the best out of it. Be together and spend time together.
What about Quickly and RJ, man? I feel like they feel like they've been on the team for a while now, but it's just because there's been so many changes. But they've only been here like a month. What have you learned about those guys?
I mean, both of them told me the first day that they're playing Boué, but I didn't see him on the table yet. So
right.
that's the first thing. But I mean, high character guys, working hard. Both of them is 20. I mean, they're 23 years old. Big upside. And off the court, I didn't really. We went to dinner last night with the whole organization, but I can't say too much about them.
Yeah, we'll find out more. How was dinner though? How was dinner? So you said the whole organization's out there, like front office,
Yeah.
coaches, everybody.
That was pretty. Yeah, everybody was there. Doc always do those dinners where he, invites everybody, and everybody showed up, had a great time, ate, talked about life, and went back to the room.
Okay, Dennis, I want to pivot off of you guys. I want to ask you about something you shared on your Instagram story yesterday. So there was a great feature at Yahoo Sports from our friend Jake Fisher about Tony Snell and how Tony's trying to get back in the league to make sure, get back in the league soon enough that he gets those 10 years, kind of the premium benefits that you guys get when you retire. You shared a couple things about that. So just kind of open the floor for you. Why did that story resonate with you? And why did you want to share kind of Tony's path back here to the NBA?
I mean, basketball is one thing. I mean, for me, basketball is not, my priority. My priority is my family, my kids, my wife, my mom, everybody, who I've been around with over the last, 30 years. And I think that his family, and he said it too in a comment, that he wanted to make sure he gets, the benefits for his kids and for his wife. And I think that is, as an NBA family, how we always call it, I think we should, make sure that we take care of them. Don't matter how we do it or how we get it done. I think it's just right for him and his family, to get that kind of service. And I think he's done a lot for the league as well. I mean, 9 years in the league is not, it's above the average. And at the end of the day, he always was, a great dude, great teammate. All I heard from his teammates and who I played with talked about him always on a positive note. So I hope he get that contract. I hope, the NBA can work something out that they be able to give him that, contract. So the benefits for his family and himself.
Dennis, that's obviously something, at a high level, the NBA and the Players Association sit down with. I know Garrett's kind of the main guy on the Raptors when it comes to the Players Association stuff, but do you ever get involved in those kind of conversations? Like how much do you, get in on those meetings, those conversations at the Players Union level?
I mean, we got Garrett now. Garrett, he's one of the head guys there, and he got great relationships. And he tried to reach out to a lot of people as well this morning, and had a couple of calls this morning as well. So I talked to him about it because I seen it on my Instagram, shared it with him. We talked about it, and he said he's gonna do everything he can, in his power, to make sure that happens. And I mean, it's everybody, every player who's in that in the organization or in the NBA wants him to get that contract. I don't think it's nobody there who says, "Oh no, he didn't deserve it." So hopefully, it's gonna work out.
Yeah. One question about Garrett Temple. So when you guys, because you guys probably meet for like breakfast meetings, like before games, stuff like that, watch film. Like, how often is he in that suit, man?
He always got that suit on, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, he's always clean. But I mean, for the breakfast meetings, he always got Raptors gear on.
Okay. All right.
But I mean, for games, like you always see, he's always sharp.
Yeah, he is always sharp, man. Because I think at some point in the last like 5-6 years, they stopped letting the coaches wear suits, right? Everyone is just now in like the little zip ups or whatever.
They didn't stop letting them. They just said they didn't have to anymore. So Darko could show up in a suit if he wanted to.
I would love to see that. Darko should show up in that suit more often. But no, when you see Garrett Temple on the sideline, you're like, damn, he dressed better than the coaches.
Yeah.
He's sharp, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody have to. They just gotta be dressed up all together, I think. So,
okay.
I mean, for them, it's always easier to, have a zipper on and just go out there. They're working out before the games. And, I mean, it's not up to me, so.
Yeah, I hear you.
Dennis, a bit of an aside here, not really related to anything, but Marc Gasol announced his retirement the other day. I know you got to play with Marc in his last season with the Lakers. He obviously meant a lot to the franchise in Toronto, winning a championship with them. Do you have any, happy memories of playing with Marc, or just your opinion of him as a player as he kind of says goodbye here?
Yes, a lot of backdoor layups for me when I was with him with the Lakers. Great guy, great family. Good to meet his family or him. played against him a couple of times, European championships where he hit 6, 7 threes, and we got eliminated. Hell of a career. But I mean, he's a really great guy, well respected in this league, and as a human being. And I mean, I wish him nothing. Nothing bad. I want him to, even with his team, he got his own team in Spain as well. I hope they're doing good, and I hope he's going to enjoy, retirement.
Yeah, I was gonna say the video for Marc Gasol, he put together like a goodbye video and stuff like that, and just seeing
Insane.
that was beautiful to
Insane.
see, man. That's like a storybook
Yes,
kind of thing.
insane.
I'm sure.
Yeah, that was tough.
One day, like when you hang it up or whatever, like I'm sure you're gonna want to do a similar legacy. I know you already own the team, right? From back home.
Yeah, I gotta check his video out again, take some tips, and then redo it.
Yeah. Well, I think the one thing
Kind of similar.
one thing that was cool was he mentioned that he wants to get back to the kids, right? And like part of his initiative right now with owning the team is he also wants to own the school that comes with the team. So I want to ask you, like, you came up in that European system, right? Like, it's not just you are going to AAU, like you go to an academy, and with the club, and it's like a whole education standpoint. So can you just walk us through, like, essentially like how prospects come up from Europe?
I mean, it's two different things. If you go to the academy, I mean, we got 2 of them in Germany. I mean, there's like a basketball school, and you make sure before school you go to practice, go to school, do your classes, and then you go back to basketball practice again. It's similar, I think, to college. But me, I just went to a normal school, from
Oh,
8
okay.
to like 3:45 in my hometown, and then had practice at like 4:30. And I had 2, 3 different, teams I played for, so I had to practice with them. So I was like gone from like 4:30 to like 10:30 p.m.
Damn.
Was working out and play with the different teams and practicing with them. So that was kind of my route of getting to the NBA. You play 2, 3 times a week on the weekends. I would say on the weekends only. So I had to manage every time. Sometimes it was like a couple of games at home, and then I had to like take the train to a away game. So it was a lot going on, but I mean, it got me where I am today.
That's a lot of dedication, especially for a young player. And of course, it takes a lot to make it as a pro at any level. And obviously, you made it to the highest level. Like, when did you make that decision in your life to like take it that seriously? You know what I mean? Because you have to commit yourself
Yeah.
so much to it at a very young age. So I wonder what age that was for you.
I mean, I started, skateboarding with a young age. I think I was like 7, 8. Skateboarded, did table tennis, ping pong, soccer. And when I was 13, 14, I kind of got a little bit more into, basketball, and kind of liked it, went to practice every single day. And then my dad, passed away when I was 15. A week before, I talked to him and kind of like made him a promise that one day I'd be a pro and be in the league and, take care of my family, because he always wanted to take care of the family. And so that's the reason, here today. The motivation drove me every single day to go to practice, to get better. And to this day, it's still the same.
Damn. Well, I mean, that's very powerful motivation. I think Pascal Siakam, for example, spoke something very similarly of his journey. And yeah, I guess I'm just wondering from you, like, what was the biggest thing you learned from your dad, before, the time was up?
To be the best human being you can be. To the nobody, it don't matter who the person is who tells you something, that you overcome it. It don't matter. Hard work, always pays off. And I think for him to not be here no more, to not see this, I mean, that was my motivation, just to, I mean, he's still here. and still sees what we're doing as a family and how I am as a dad and as a player. But every single day, just to give everything I have, even if it's on the court, off the court, being a better, human being as a whole. That's what I'm, focusing on, and I try to, be better every single day.
Yeah, I think you had mentioned this a couple of times before, but like, what was it like growing up in Germany? Like how did your family get to Germany? Was because I know for me, I got so many memories of immigrating to Canada when I came from China, like as a child, and I remember like so much from back in the day. So I wanted to ask about your story about how you got to Germany in the first place.
I mean, Germany, me and my two little siblings, we born and raised in Germany,
Okay,
but
born and raised. Yeah.
my two biggest siblings, I mean, my brother and my sister, they born in Gambia, and then got to Germany when they was my brother 5 and my sister 8, and they
Okay.
went to school right away, didn't speak no word, not one word German, and to see, them now to be successful and to be well respected in Germany and, doing a lot of stuff for our city now in Braunschweig, where I born and raised at, is I mean, the best thing, what could happen to us. And me just growing up, of course, being black was sometimes an issue, but I think it made me who I am now, made me stronger. Always appreciate everything, over my career, what happened to me. So I think it's just a part of my, the legacy and the career I was going to, and it made me stronger. And I'm really, grateful for all the stuff what happened to me. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
And
Yeah, go ahead.
that's obviously something that has resonated with fans of yours as well. Obviously, people come to you because they're fans of your basketball game, your success with the World Cup, but lots of guys have success on the basketball court. When you see something like you being a top 10 jersey sales in all of Europe so far this season, you see something like that, how much does that tell you that you're on the right track to, your dad's word of being the best person you can, using this opportunity to connect with people and make a difference? When you see yourself on a top 10 list like that, what does that mean to you?
I mean, that's insane. I didn't even know about it. People was tagging me last night, and I was like, "Is that just Germany?" Or like I wasn't really sure. And, that's pretty cool. I mean, all the the stuff, the hard work, even off the court, what we're doing, with the YouTube videos and my video creator who doing a lot of stuff for me, off the court, paying off. Of course, the World Cup helped really, I mean, extremely to the fullest. But I think overall, the last 10 years, we done a great job of making sure we signing every single guy, the fans who waiting outside of the hotel, always taking my time to make sure I sign and take pictures, and I think that comes a long way as well. And but that's what I'm saying. Always try to be the best person I can be, and it paid off for sure.
Yeah. All right, Dennis. Want to let you get back to the massage. All right, we appreciate your time. It was great to walk through your past, and honestly, something tells me I'm going to ask you some more questions about it in the future. But I appreciate your time, and good luck tomorrow.
I appreciate you guys.